Hi guys, it's Ben Heath from Lead Guru, and in this video, I'm going to talk about Facebook traffic campaigns and the need to adjust your audience size if you are using the traffic objective. You need to do things differently when it comes to audience size and specificity of targeting if you're using traffic campaigns versus if you're using conversion campaigns. I'm going to cover that in this video. Before I get into it, I just want to very quickly ask you to hit that thumbs up button and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new and haven't done so already. Okay, so I've got a new traffic campaign an example created. I'm going to jump to the ad set level, which is obviously where all the targeting stuff is selected. We're going to go ahead and click on edit and then jump down to the audience size. Now I've got videos about ideal audience size and I'll include a link in the video description below to check out about those. In short, I roughly recommend that you have a minimum audience size of about 250,000 people up to roughly 5% of the Facebook and Instagram users in the target location. So if, for example, we take the UK, which is what it's been defaulted to, 18 plus, we can see there's roughly 50 to 55 million Facebook and Instagram users in the UK. 5% of that is going to be roughly 2.5 million, something like that, okay? Which would be the upper end limit if I was advertising to the whole of the UK, 250,000 to 2.5 million. Now, of course, that only applies to national, international businesses or those that are advertising to large geographical areas. Local businesses often have to advertise to much smaller audiences than that, and that's absolutely fine. They're sort of a separate case. However, that's my recommendation, 250,000 to 2.5 million, let's say, in the UK. That's my recommendation for conversion campaigns. With traffic campaigns, it is absolutely fine and often essential to go quite a bit smaller than that. And the reason why is because Facebook isn't able to optimize for exactly what you want. Therefore, Facebook can't really distinguish between high quality traffic and low quality traffic like they can with a conversions campaign. Therefore, you need to do more as a Facebook advertiser to ensure you're only advertising to people that are likely to go on to become high quality traffic. Now, obviously, if we've got a conversions campaign and we're saying to Facebook, look, I would like you to optimize for purchases, if they send 1,000 people to your website and they notice that, okay, 50 convert, 200 of them spend a good amount of time on your website and the other 800 just click and leave, well, Facebook can see all that data, right? They're optimizing for conversions. They can see the actions people take. So they know that the 800 people that just went and left, they're examples of low quality traffic. Okay, let's not advertise to more people like them. Obviously, if you're using the traffic objective, Facebook is not monitoring the actions that people take afterwards. So they just go, okay, we got you a click, or even we just got you a landing page view. Whether those people go on to convert or they leave, Facebook's like, we did our job, we did what you wanted. So what you need to do, instead of having all those 1,000 click through and allow Facebook to work it out like you would in a conversions campaign, you need to make sure you only get the 200 decent prospects to click through in the first place. So in terms of audience size, it is absolutely fine to decrease that. I would still have a lower limit of roughly 50,000. So I still would have a lower limit in place, about 50,000 for obviously national and international businesses. And often it's quite hard to get there. But it's more the upper limit that wants to come down. I think you want to get more into the, let's say, 2% of the target of the population in terms of Facebook and Instagram advertising users. So instead of in the UK, our upper limit being 2.5 million, we would want to bring that down to more like 1 million people, something along those lines, okay? If we give the US as an example, with a conversions campaign, the upper limit might be 12.5 million. I might be looking to bring that down to, say, 5 million, something along those lines, 6 million, okay? Still nice big audiences, but we just see that the smaller audiences, because usually obviously with the smaller audiences, you have more specificity with what it is exactly that you are targeting, that whilst it may result in a higher cost per click. So let's give an example, right? And I'll talk through it. So let's say, for example, we sell shoes, okay? I'm going to go ahead and add in shoes as an example. And we can see that the audience definition on this traffic campaign is absolutely massive, okay? So that's much larger than we would usually target anyway. But if we take a look at something that's more specific than that, so let's say shoes is the really broad targeting option. Okay, if we were to put in something like dress shoe as an option, dress shoe, and then get rid of shoes, we can see our target audience size comes down to, 500,000 to roughly 700,000, something like in that range. Now that's much smaller. That's much more like what we would want our audience size to be in a traffic campaign in the UK. It's also much more specific. Like if we're selling dress shoes, the people who are interested in dress shoes, who then click through, are more likely to convert because they're actually more interested in what we have to sell. Now, what I was just explaining a second ago before I brought up the example was that just going with the shoes option in your campaign and taking out dress shoe, this setup is likely to generate more clicks and a lower cost per click, which is, you may think is what you want with a traffic campaign. However, if those people then don't go on to convert, it's not really what you want. This other option with the dress shoe is likely to have a higher cost per click, less clicks, obviously, given the same budget, but these people are more likely to convert. So it's an adjustment that you need to make depending on your circumstances. If you are using traffic campaigns, I would be more specific with my detailed targeting options, bringing that audience size down, having the upper end be more like 2% of the number of Facebook and Instagram users in that country or in those countries as opposed to 5%, and you're likely to see better results. Now, I should quickly mention that I would only use traffic campaigns for a business like this if I absolutely had to. If, for example, I couldn't get the Facebook pixel installed, I couldn't see the data, usually I would much rather use conversion campaigns. But there are all sorts of scenarios where you just can't, right? If you're sending people to Amazon or somewhere where you just can't track stuff very well, you're an affiliate, often you have to use traffic. And that's okay for those scenarios, but this is a very important adjustment to make. Okay, before you go, a couple of things I want to quickly mention. The first is our Facebook advertising services. So my company, Lead Guru, is a specialist Facebook and Instagram advertising agency. We create, manage, and optimize Facebook and Instagram ad campaigns for our clients, and we can almost certainly help you get better results. So if you're interested in finding out more about how we work, you can book a free call with one of my team members. There's a link in the video description below. We do have a 3K per month minimum budget requirement, so please only book a call if you meet that. But yeah, you can find out more about us, we can find out more about you, and hopefully we get a chance to work together. Other thing I want to mention is YouTube channel membership. You can now become a member of my YouTube channel. If you click the little join button beneath this video, it'll pop up all the details. And members get certain benefits. So it's a small monthly fee, and for that you get priority replies to comments. I'm not able to answer all the comments on my videos, there's far too many, but I am getting to and prioritizing all comments left by members of my channel, which is fantastic. You also get to take part in member-only polls around future content, like videos I create in the future and things like that. So if that sounds something you're interested in, go ahead and check it out. And if you want to support the channel that way, that'd be great. Thanks a lot, guys. Please give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Facebook ads related content just like this. And comment below. Whether you become a member or not, put the comments, I see them all, and I do try to get to as many as I can. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.